Hi friend, and welcome back to my channel. In the spirit of taking care of myself the way that I would take care of a friend, I've decided to give myself a DIY at home. Well, I guess it's not DIY, it's a package, but I'm gonna give myself an at-home keratin treatment. I was gonna go get a Brazilian blowout. And so of course, being who I am, I started researching and found out that it can actually be quite damaging for your hair. I did not know this, and so then that got me down the path of looking into keratin treatments, which are a little bit healthier for your hair. And I've worked really hard. You can't tell because it looks the way it looks right now, but I've worked really hard over the last year to get my hair to a very healthy state and to keep it in a healthy state. I lost a lot of hair in postpartum hair loss. I had COVID in my last month of pregnancy, which I did not know you could lose hair after having COVID. And so I was hit with postpartum hair loss and COVID hair loss all at the same time. I used to have extremely thick hair. It's coming back slowly but surely. I've got like a lot of this kind of stuff happening here with like different treatments that I've been using. So if you're curious about what I've been using to try to like regrow my hair, I'm happy to talk to you guys about that. But when I started looking into keratin treatments, then of course, again, being who I am, I was like, I wonder if I could do this at home. I saw a lot that were available on Amazon, had mixed reviews. A lot of them were saying that they smelled really bad, which I was like, that doesn't seem great. And they were really expensive, shockingly. And then somehow or another, I stumbled upon a YouTube video of a girl using this called ANSWR. And I was like, this sounds interesting, because all of the other treatments I was seeing were like multi-step processes and just felt like it was going to take a really long time. It seemed like it would be easy to mess up. And as much as I'm a detail-oriented person, I also know myself well enough to know that I can get a little antsy and kind of not rush. I don't want to say that I rush through things because I definitely like do things properly. But if there are too many steps, I get a little bored with it. So this is awesome because it's a like literally like one-step situation. Well, not one step, but it's one product. It's literally one product. You just spray it into your hair, you let it sit and do its thing for a hot minute, you rinse it out, you blow dry and straighten. So that was really appealing to me. I watched a ton of YouTube videos to make sure that I was actually gonna like the results. For full transparency, this is what my hair looks like just rough dry. So I took a shower this morning. They do say to use it on clean, dry hair. So I woke up and washed my hair this morning just as normal. I did not put in all of the things that I normally do after washing my hair just because I knew I was going to be doing this treatment and I didn't want anything to kind of like compromise that. So literally the only thing I put in was like my regular leave-in conditioner. Why am I doing a keratin treatment? Well, because of this, exactly. I like to let my hair air dry as much as I can, but I have this like hybrid in between straight and curly hair, especially under here where I get these like weird little kinky bits. And especially now that I'm trying to, like, I would love to keep up with like the curtain bang and like the haircut that I just cut. If you're curious what haircut I gave myself, it's in a recent vlog. It's the Sabrina Carpenter cut from the Brad Mondo tutorials. I just didn't do like the curtain bangs as curtain bangy as she does them. You don't have time for all that. But I end up in a situation where if there's the slightest bit of humidity in the air, I end up Monica Gellering when she is in Barbados. So my hair will start out nice and sleek, and then as the day progresses, I just get larger and larger and larger. And as you can tell, like obviously I got some frizz going on. You know, like I said, I try to keep my hair healthy, but no matter how healthy I get it, because of the like hybrid curliness, I end up with this madness. So I'm hoping this makes for a really dramatic before and after, because after I was done rough drying my hair, I was like, am I really gonna go on camera looking like this? Like, I'm a fairly confident person and I don't really care what I look like 90% of the time, but like this is a lot. This is a lot. So let's just go ahead and get into doing the treatment. Like I said, it's supposed to be super easy. They say to section your hair off. I did not bring a comb in here, which I'm definitely going to need. So I'm gonna have to go and get that. Yeah, I did not bring a comb in here with me. So I'm gonna need to go get that. But they say to section off your hair into thin layers and then saturate all the way through. They do say more is more with this, so I'm planning to use the entire bottle. I'm not sure if I should have gotten 2 bottles because it's not the biggest thing in the world, but everyone I was watching only used one, and one of the girls had longer hair than me, so I'm hoping that this will do. But I'm mostly also going to make sure that I'm focusing pretty heavily on the bits of my hair that get super like this, like especially down here where I have all of this new growth. So all of this hair has been since my son was born and I lost all of that hair. And so because they're shorter, they're also like growing back way kinky. This is blow dried. Like this is not air dried. This is like in an attempt to straighten. So we're gonna focus a lot of our efforts there because clearly they need it. Let me grab a comb and I'll be right back. Okay, comb acquired. Not a comb, but I figured this would actually be better for like gripping all of my hair. So let's get spraying. I'm probably just gonna speed you guys through this because I don't know how much of this you might wanna watch, but I'll at least like do the first few spritz together. I'm just curious, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do this without, I don't wanna waste any of the product. Ooh, it's silky. Like ooh, and it smells good. Yeah, it actually smells really, really nice. That's good. Because like I said, some of the other ones were saying that like it had a really foul smell to it and that the foul smell lingered. So like even after washing their hair, it lingered, which nobody wants that. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I spray it on the brush. There we go. There we go. That's not a bad technique. This is like one of those like fully plastic brushes. Okay, I'll speed you guys up and I'll meet you back here when I'm done spraying it all into my hair. Okay, so I have gone through and section by section sprayed this into my hair, and I do still have quite a lot of products left. So I am going to just kind of re-hit and like fully saturate some areas that I really want to make sure are like good and hit, if that makes any sense. Which I need to stop saying that because I make sense, it's fine. And if I don't make sense, it's also fine. I feel like that comes from my time in an office, which as a professional, especially a professional woman, we need to get out of the habit of saying that. Guys, we make sense, okay? And if we don't make sense, someone can ask for clarity, and that's also okay, because you wanna know what? Other people don't make sense sometimes too. You didn't know you were gonna get career advice on a hair video, but here we are. These under sections, mostly like the under section and the upper section, I wanna make sure are like as fully saturated as humanly possible. Ooh. That just fell right on my toe. How my kid is still asleep, I don't know, is we had daylight savings, was it last weekend? And I swear this week has been a full-on nightmare with wake-ups. I used to have the kid that would sleep till like 8:30, which I know is a privilege, but as somebody who works from home full-time and keeps him home full-time, I wake up very early to take advantage of like several hours to get work done. So this week has just been a little more difficult. So here's hoping he's finally like readjusting to his schedule. But of course, he would readjust to his schedule when his dad's in charge of getting him in the morning. It's fine, it's fine. It's totally fine. So far, this has been literally so easy to do and actually like really kind of soothing. So provided the results are good, this is definitely something I would not mind doing like every quarter. Plus it smells so nice. And I was a little concerned, like I mentioned, about the size of the bottle and the length of my hair and the thickness of my hair, because I'll be honest, the people that I was watching, their hair was either shorter. The one girl that had longer hair than me didn't seem to have quite as much hair as I did, or at least as much hair as I had before I lost it all. And I realized somebody might be watching this video and be like, girl, this is you losing hair. Trust when I tell you, I don't have pictures because I was just mortified, if I'm being honest. Like, I was researching extensions just to add like thickness back into my hair, but then I was scared that by adding extensions, I would add more damage to my hair and then lose even more of it. You have to think, my son is 3, so I had COVID and postpartum hair loss 3 years ago, and I'm still trying to like overcome that whole mess. But anyway, back to the bottle. Like, I have so much product still left, and you watched. I went section by section and really coated literally every strand of my hair. But I am gonna use the full bottle, mostly because it really wasn't that expensive if you consider how much it would have cost to go and get this done somewhere. Like, it's ridiculously affordable. Okay, I'm gonna continue to spray this in my hair and not yap at you because, I mean, I've still got a lot of product left, so we've got some time. If you are worried about not having enough product, don't. Because I just had to work so hard to use that entire bottle. If you have shorter hair than I do, or if you have thinner hair than I do, I'm willing to bet you could absolutely get more than one treatment out of one bottle. Like, especially if you have like a bob or like shoulder length hair, you can get more than one. Like, my hair is, it's like I just came out of a pool. It is sopping wet. So now, it says to let it do its thing. 40 minutes if you have thinner hair, 60 minutes if you have thicker hair. And they say to leave your hair, it says it's to leave it open. I'm gonna assume that means to leave it down, which makes sense. So it is currently 7:31 a.m. I am going to let this do its thing, and then once it's in for, I'm gonna do 60 minutes. I'm gonna guess that my hair is on the thicker side. So I am gonna let it do its thing for 60 minutes, and then I will rinse it out and blow dry it off camera, because who needs to see any of those steps? And then I'll come back because the final step is to straighten your hair. So once you're out of the shower, you rinse with water, you don't put anything else in it, you blow dry your hair, and then you straighten it. So I'll meet you back here to straighten my hair once we've gone through all those steps. Okay, we are back after letting it sit in my hair for 60 minutes. It was a little bit longer than that actually because I was eating breakfast when my timer went off. And we've rough dried our hair, which you can even just see in these parts of my hair, far less kinky than they were when I rough dried them earlier today. I will say, I think I went a little hard on the product at my root area. There does seem to be like the slightest little bit of buildup, but I mean, that's kind of to be expected. I just literally doused my hair in conditioning treatment. So we'll see what that looks like once I'm done straightening it. I have my straightening iron, which I'll be honest, I panicked a little bit because I tend to go through seasons of decluttering and I'm really ruthless. And I couldn't tell you the last time I used a traditional straightening iron and I couldn't find it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, did I purge it? I was panicking, but I did find it. So I don't even know. Oh, it is a chi. It's a chi. I'm pretty sure I probably got it from like TJ Maxx. So I have it set to 390. It goes up to 410. That seems a bit aggressive, especially because this part's the thing that kind of freaks me out a little bit as somebody that generally takes care of my hair. The instructions say to straighten your hair to lock in the treatment, but it says to go over each small strand. So they ask you to, let me see if I can find the instructions really quickly. It does say to take 2 centimeter wide sections and straighten them for best results. Pass the iron 6 times over each section until entirely straight. That makes me nervous as somebody who has always subscribed to the theory of like never running a hot iron over your hair more than once until it's cold, but I'm gonna follow the directions. If this fries my hair off, I'll let you guys know. I will also say first impressions as I was rinsing it out, it was so silky, soft, smooth. Like soft is the only thing I could describe the way that it felt. Like it was just so soft to rinse out of my hair, and then my hair afterwards felt really soft. I was super hesitant about blow drying my hair after getting out of the shower without putting anything in it, because when I get out, I do typically add a substantial number of products to my hair to keep it tamed and conditioned and soft and manageable and all of those things. So it felt really unnatural to not do those things. But as you can see, I mean, even just rough drying with no product in my hair, like that kinkiness is pretty well subdued, and that's even before straightening it. So let's just go ahead and straighten. I'm absolutely gonna forward you guys through this part because no one needs to sit here for the next hour and watch me straighten my hair. Let's hope it doesn't take me an hour, but I am going to put something on my phone to watch while I do this because my husband's got the kiddo, which means this is a little bit of me time. I don't get a lot of that these days. My other battery is plugged in case I need it, but all right, this is the section of bangs. So I'm gonna try to part my hair the way I want it to go. This has been quite time consuming. I will just point that out. If you think this is gonna be like something quick to be able to get done, if you're doing it with like precision, it's a time consuming thing. So I would recommend finding like a podcast or a television show that you've been looking to catch up on. And I would also recommend making sure either your kid is asleep for the night or that your husband is home. Today is the first non-regular football season Saturday of the year, or at least of this season. So I am rejoicing in having some Saturday help because I don't typically. I will also say I have not gone over every strand 6 times. I just don't find it to be necessary. I might regret that later, I don't know. But again, it just freaks me out to have that much heat on my hair. And I am combing it out between each pass to try to let my hair cool off a little bit before I run it over again. Which is also partially what's probably contributing to this feeling like it's taking a long time. The other thing I want to point out while I'm doing this before my battery dies is, I know it says to pass over it until it's completely straight. I am still adding a bit of a bevel to the end of my hair because the strand is still straight, but I don't want it to be like stick straight. That might not be the right thing to do, but it's what I'm doing. I haven't seen anybody else doing that in their videos, but I just thought I should mention it in case it's something you're curious about. My battery did die there at the very end, but I just continued to straighten. I think I've gotten all of it. I hope I've gotten all of it. I'm gonna turn my straightening iron just back on just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and brush through it just to see. And I should probably use a mirror to see the back of my hair to make sure that I have gotten all of it. And while my hair would definitely be this straight if I just straightened it, it would not be this like shiny and silky. So I'm into that for sure. It is a little bit time consuming, but super simple. Like the simplest thing on the planet. If you can spray something into your hair, wash, blow dry, and straighten your hair, then you can do this. There's no like talent or skill needed for any of this. Whereas like with some of the stuff that I've seen online, like you kind of need to know what you're doing a little bit. You will end up, especially if you're somebody like me that has like the new growth, you will end up with some flyaways with your hair being this straight. It's just inevitable. But I am gonna go ahead and not wash my hair for at least 24 hours. It doesn't say anything about not getting your hair wet and not washing it. I typically wouldn't wash my hair for another day or two anyway now. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing and keep it as unkinked as possible. And oh, the other thing is that product buildup that I thought was in my hair is not. Like it is clean. It is fully clean. I guess it just needed to fully absorb. I don't know. I don't know if it like evaporated off while I was straightening, but either way, there's not one single ounce of buildup in my hair at all. I will come back after I wash my hair for the first time and just kind of give you a brief update. So if today is Saturday, I'll probably wash my hair on Tuesday or Wednesday. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. I'm really, really happy with the results. Yeah. I'll see you guys very soon with an update. Hi, good morning. It is Tuesday morning and I'm actually getting ready to jump in the shower to wash my hair. But I wanted to give you like a quick update before I did that because I did this on Saturday. So Saturday, day 1, 2, 3, I'm on day 4 hair. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, I'm on, either way. I did this on Saturday. It's Tuesday. It's too early for math. I haven't even had my coffee yet. But I wanted to give you an update because my hair still looks so good. I'm confused because my hair doesn't ever still look this nice. I mean, obviously it's greasy and needs like a wash, but like it's still so shiny and silky, which is crazy. So I wanted to give you that quick update before I jumped in the shower. I've gotten so many compliments on my hair, it's ridiculous. I've never gotten so many compliments on my hair, it's wild. So anyway, I'm gonna go jump in the shower very quickly and I will check in with you as it's kind of like starting to air dry and we'll chat then. So I took my shower about an hour ago, maybe an hour and 15 minutes ago. And so we are pretty well into the air drying process. I would say that my hair is probably about 40 or 50% dry. And I am loving the fact that it's not huge. It's not immediately doing Monica in Barbados. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna let it fully air dry and style it like I normally do. I will note, however, that while I was washing my hair, and even now, there is the slightest odor. Not terrible, not great. I don't know that anybody else could notice it. I also have a seriously sensitive sniffer, so I can't really put my finger on what it smells like exactly, but there is a teeny tiny slight odor. I don't know how long that will last, and I'm glad to have it be confirmed because through the last couple of days, every so often I would catch a whiff of a scent that I couldn't identify. And again, it's not fully offensive, it's just an odor. Like it's just a scent that I've not really noticed before. I don't know that it'll linger, but I just wanted to put that out there because I don't think I've seen anyone else mention that in any of the other videos that I've seen. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to work and I will check back in once I've made my decision about what I'm gonna do about styling my hair. This is after rough drying my hair. I have not used a brush on my hair at all yet. I did put my normal like leave-in conditioners in, which I'll link down below if that's something you're interested in. As far as my shampoo and conditioner goes, because I'm pretty sure somewhere I heard that you're supposed to use like sulfate-free stuff. I've been using Function of Beauty for 5 years now, and I don't intend on changing. I'm pretty sure it's all of the things free. I don't really know, but I really like it. And I was somebody that like was consistently always buying like a new and different shampoo thinking it was gonna like change my life. So the amount of money I was spending on hair products was ridiculous. So subscribing to Function of Beauty just kind of like eliminated that from my life. So this is not sponsored, I just really like it. But this is rough drying. Again, I have not used a brush in my hair. I haven't done any styling, which this is pretty dang good. Considering you could see, maybe I'll put like a before and after of like what it looked like when I rough dried earlier before doing the treatment. So I'm going to run a straightening tool through my hair just to kind of like smooth things out even more, add a little bit of style to it. And I'll check back in once we're all like finished and ready to go. Final update, I have run a straightening tool through my hair. Am I in the best lighting? I've run a straightening tool through my hair. A couple of things that I've noticed is I used like my regular conditioning products after the shower, and I think my hair might be like over conditioned because I do have, it's not as visible now. And again, I think maybe like the heat is a necessary factor. So it does still look good. And the thing that I was most hopeful for was like these front pieces. I needed to behave differently than they were behaving before I did the treatment, and I would say that has happened. My final verdict on it is I feel like for the price, 100% worth it. I will probably do it again. I might do a check-in maybe in a couple of months to just see how it's continuing to hold up and whether or not I choose to repurchase the product. As of right now, my answer is yes. Like I would definitely redo this treatment again. I'm a fan. I was looking for something that would make my hair a little bit more manageable and add a little bit of like weight to it, not like weighing it down. But I hope you understand what I'm saying when like I feel like the weight keeps things like silky and smooth rather than like floating up into a frizzy mess. And I do feel like this treatment has definitely done that. Even as it was air drying earlier, I felt like it was doing that. So that I'm a fan of. If this is something you're interested in trying out yourself, I am an affiliate. I requested that. They did not reach out to me. I bought this product on my own accord. I paid my own money for it. And then I reached out to the company and asked if they had an affiliate program, and they do. So I do have an affiliate code down below if this is something you're interested in trying. If you do try it, let me know what you think in the comments below. And thank you guys again for watching. Have a very good day. I'm glad you're here, and I'll talk to you later.
Wonderful idea I had.